Hey guys! Welcome back to another episode of my NCAA intro series. We take a look at different intros to the last 25 years of NCAA. Starting off with NCAA 7 and going all the way up to college football 25. This was requested down below in the comment section for us to do Syracuse. And I just realized that the name of their team is Orange, which I know in college football 25, we do get a mascot of Mr. Orange, which I'm actually excited. We got a mascot glimpse in college football 25, so that's kind of cool. With that being said, let's talk about the players in the NFL who actually went to Syracuse. We got Sean Tucker, kick returner for the Bucks. Okay, that was actually, I thought that was a starter for a second. I guess he technically is, right? He's a backup here. Okay, so we got Kyle McCord, who's a third-string quarterback for the Eagles. Andre Cisco, starting free safety. Okay. We got the old 49ers free safety who went to the Dolphins. He went to Syracuse. Okay, there's not as many starters, it looks like. Zahir Franklin, starting middle linebacker for the Colts. We got Matthew Bergeron, offensive guard, starting guard for the Falcons. And we got Garrett Williams, starting cornerback for the Cardinals. So everyone else is pretty much a second, third, fourth, sixth string player. So not really too many other starters. But we do have some legends. Starting off right away, Donovan McNabb went to Syracuse. We got John Mackey went to Syracuse. Jim Brown, Hall of Fame running back, went to Syracuse. Art Monk, Chandler Jones, Marvin Harrison Sr. went to Syracuse. Holy moly, is this like a Hall of Fame destination? Okay, this actually kind of went a little bit downhill since I just said that comment. Because the rest of these guys might have been in the Hall of Fame, but I don't really know most of the rest of the guys. Tim Green, for example, defensive tackle. Looks like he played for the Falcons. I guess he could have been a Hall of Famer at one point. I don't know. Larry Kazanka went to Syracuse, which is kind of cool. Riley Dixon, Garrett Williams. Dwight Freeney went to Syracuse. Okay. Ryan Nassib. Cool. Arthur Jones. Floyd Little. Again, some of these guys might be Hall of Famers. I just have not went through the trial and tribulation of finding out if any of these guys are Hall of Famers. Like Keith Moody. Does he sound like a Hall of Famer? I feel like he is. He's probably a Hall of Famer. Justin Pugh, I know he's not. I think he played for the Cardinals for a bit of time. And then probably went and played for a bunch of other teams. Usually what happens. I feel like most offensive linemen at the end of their career, they kind of just go on like a playing streak where they start playing everywhere. But still a lot of great players, okay? I got to give Syracuse a W here because not every college has a lot of great players that play for them. But there actually is some really decent players that play for Syracuse, so shout out to Syracuse for that said reason. But let's just see what this beautiful NCAA 11 looks like. Because we got no mascots. Again, listen, I don't try to complain about this every video. It's hard not to, though. Because we don't get mascots for some reason we only get one in like college football 25 for this. Also, this stadium, that's another thing. I don't know why. When I first saw the stadium, I thought about the Metrodome. I thought for some reason. I don't think it even looks like the Metrodome technically, but the roofing kind of gave me that type of vibes. Which I feel like a lot of these older stadiums, like back in the day, all had very similar look to them. And obviously the Metrodome was kind of like a copy and paste roof-wise of a lot of other stadiums. So every time I see the Metrodome, every time I see these roofs, I'm like, oh, Metrodome. Although the rest of the stadium doesn't look like it. All right, so we got NCAA 12 here, which NCAA 12 usually is like a copy and paste for NCAA 13. So I'm hoping that this has some pretty good look to it. And it isn't just a copy and paste. Because, I mean, sorry, my bad. I hope it's not a copy and paste, but I also hope they actually add some cool things to it so that NCAA 13 can copy and paste in a positive way. Okay, we got players running out of the tunnel. Fans on the side here holding up the S. And also tell me down below, if you are a Syracuse fan, why is your name orange? That is the most random thing. Unless, like, your state is, like, known for, like, oranges. Maybe. But I feel like still you wouldn't name yourself. I don't know. I shouldn't say that. It's college football. Anything could happen, technically. I feel like anything could actually technically happen. But anyway, we're about to get into NCAA 13, which, again, like I said, is just a copy and paste of NCAA 12. So hopefully NCAA 13 has some holding down the fort. Because I already saw what the mascot looked like for this team, and it is hilarious for NCAA, for college football 25. So I'm kind of excited for that, to be honest. All right, now NCAA 13, which starts off with this weird intro sequence with, like, shows off the players just walking around and stuff. And then it gets to the actual intro sequence. EA, please never, ever in a million years bring this intro sequence back, where you show off the players and then you get into the actual intro sequence. I get the point of showing off the players because it's cool. Like, oh yeah, hey look, here's the players that are about to play the game. But I don't think anyone actually cares about the players. Let's be honest. When you can't use likeness, players' names, or players' pictures, players kind of lose all, like, people don't really care about players as much. I feel like. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy to say that, but it's just one of those things, like, when you take away the likeness, you can't really connect to the player as much. Like, you're watching a guy play on Sunday, you see his name, you see everything about him, then you go to play a video game, and it's nothing like that. Like, doesn't look like him, doesn't have his name, doesn't have anything, so feel like, because of that, gotta focus mainly on, like, the actual intro, introduction of crazy things. But, here we go. Very similar to NCAA 12. And now we're about to get into NCAA 14, which is like a movie sequence, which I always find very weird that they did it. But hey, shout out to EA Sports because it's the last NCAA, so I think they tried to go all out hardcore, knowing that they were not going to be able to get, they knew, I feel like deep down, that it was over, okay? The NCAA series was kind of GG at 14. So, here is your movie sequence. They tried to go Hollywood, and Hollywood rejected them. It's pretty much the best way to put it. Hollywood rejected the rejection. Hey, look at 23. Shout out to 23. Orange is back. Because if you thought orange rhymed with anything, you would be incorrect. Also, Jamie Kimball went to Syracuse. I just wanted to see the mascot. I'm just here to see the mascot. I'll be honest with you, boys. I'm just here to see the mascot. Let me see the mascot. College football 25. Let's go, baby. Hey, there's my boy. He's actually an orange. I waited my whole life just to see that orange. And he has a hat. I'm pretty happy. I think I'm content in life now, boys. I might retire because I'm content. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding, but still, guys, tell me down below your thoughts, opinions. See you guys next one.